Once a boy came to visit his grandfather during his summer vacation. He loved playing with his grandfather very much. One day he said to his grandfather, "When I grow up, I want to be a successful person. Can you tell me some tips to be successful?" The grandfather nodded and said, "Yes." He took his grandson to a nearby nursery. From the nursery, he bought 2 small seedlings of his grandfather. He returned home. He planted one in a pot and kept it inside the house and planted the other outside. "Which of these 2 trees do you think will grow better in the future?" the grandfather asked his grandson. The boy thought for a while and then said, "The tree that is inside the house will grow better because it is safe from all kinds of dangers, while the tree that is outside is exposed to many things like strong sunlight, wind, etc." The grandfather said, "Let's see what happens in the future." Then the boy left with his parents. 4 years later, when the boy came to see his grandfather again, he said, "Last time I asked you some tips to be successful, but you didn't tell me much. Now you have to tell me." The grandfather smiled and said, "Of course, but first, let's go." The trees that we planted a few years ago saying this, the grandfather took the boy to the place where he had planted the small sapling in the tub. They saw that the small sapling had now grown into a tree. Then he took the boy to see the tree that they had planted outside. There they saw a huge tree standing. Its branches spread far and wide, even giving shade to the passers-by. Now the grandfather looked at the boy and asked which tree had grown bigger and which was more successful. The boy replied that we had planted it outside. "But grandfather, how is that possible? That tree has faced many dangers. How did it grow so big?" The grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the tree outside had to face many things, but it had some advantages in facing the problems. The top of the tree outside had the opportunity to go as deep as it wanted and spread out. Problems like storms made the top stronger. Today it is so strong that even a small storm cannot harm it. Grandson, always remember what I am saying. Then you will be successful in whatever you do. If you always choose the path of comfort, you will not be able to be your greatest. If you face all the dangers of life and be ready to face the world, then no goal is impossible for you. Never think of problems as obstacles, but think of them as a step towards success." The boy sighed and looked at the tree and understood his grandfather's words. Obstacles that seem to be enemies of life make us stronger and more successful. Just like our life is a great adventure full of twists and turns that are obstacles in the way. It may seem like this to us, but imagine these obstacles are a puzzle waiting to be solved. Just think of it like when you play a game, the fun part is finding a way to overcome the challenges. Life also works in the same way. When you face every obstacle in life, you learn, grow and become stronger. So don't let these obstacles discourage you. Accept them, face them and join the journey of overcoming the obstacles of life to achieve extraordinary success and uncover the secrets. Get ready to see yourself rise in the game of your life. You have the skills, determination and courage to conquer anything. I hope you will learn some valuable knowledge from this story and try to apply it in your life.